let's see an example of a loop. And we want to find a sum of elements. So we have some numbers and we want to know what's the sum of all those elements. And here is the code. So first what we do, we have a variable, numbers, and here are the numbers. 5, 6, 3, 7. And now we have a variable total, which is 0 in the beginning. And now we have a loop. And the loop, what it does, it's taking elements from this list and then adds those values into this total value. And let's see how it works. I just write it here for number in numbers. I just made it shorter, it's easier to write. And now total equals total plus number. And now we print it out. Print out the total value. I also use shorter version of print here. So how it works. The for loop takes elements one by one from this list. So basically we can write it as a table, and we start from, let's say the table is here, there is a number value, and then we have the total value. And first we take the element from the list. So number is 1. The previous total value was 0, so we add for total. To calculate the total value, we take current total value, which was 0. Let's say it's 0 from here, and add the number. So basically it's 0 plus 1 is 1. And now we go back into the loop header and we take the next element. This is 5. Now we also add those up. We take the current total value and add the number value, so we get 6. Now we take the next number, which is 6, and we add this to current total is 12. Now we take 3, add it up, it's 15, and now we get 7, and then it's 22. So this is our table. Those are the values of the variables. The number is taken from this list, so I probably should have moved this arrow here too. But every element is stored in the number variable, which can be used inside the loop. The total variable is defined here, and it stores the overall value of our overall sum of our elements. And this value of this variable can be seen here, so we end up with 22. And the number value will be overwritten every time. So the previous value, which was stored in number, will be overwritten. So basically I just replace the value in memory. So if the number is a variable which points to a memory or somewhere into a value, then I just change the value for this variable. The total will be also changed, but this is changed because we do it ourselves. We are the ones who are changing the total value to become the total plus current number. So we basically are adding up the numbers into this total variable, and in the end we print it out. So the code execution is so that we start here, then we do this one, then we get into the loop. Now we execute the body of the loop. There can be more lines, but currently there is only one. And actually now the fifth line of code, or fifth statement we are executing is the for loop again. And then the sixth one is here. Okay, there are quite many executions here, so we go back and forth with those lines, and then probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 executions for this for loop, and then for this one. And actually, if we go, let's say there's a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. is 1, 5, 6, 1, 3, 6, 3, 7. And now actually the 12th execution is also the line here. So it checks whether we can take another element because it's false, or we don't have any more elements. No, it's not, it's 13. 12 was here. So we still go back after the last execution of this body. We still have to go into this for loop header. And now what happens is that here it sees that there are no more elements, and then we can actually get here. So the order of the execution of lines is pointed out here. So yeah, the code still has to check the for loop header, whether there are more elements in this list or sequence or string or whatever. And if there are not, then the body is not executed, and we will continue with our code. Yeah, and the result is 22 as pointed out here.